Before cars hit the track for the 2017 season, custom car enthusiasts and race fans come together for the Motorama Custom Car and Motorsports Expo from the International Centre in Toronto. Hello everyone, welcome to CANrace. I'm Bryce Turner. Here's a look at what's coming up. New this year for CANrace, we take a look at what's coming up on the show and when, so viewers can decide what portions of the show they'd like to watch, or of course you can just stay tuned for all of this great content. Coming up, Alex Tagliani unveils a new sponsor for the 2017 season. We hear from NASCAR Pinty Series director Sherry Putnam. We hear from driver DJ Kennington, who raced in the Daytona 500 recently, and we get the 2017 plans for some of the other series regulars. Also, John Bickford with the latest update on Canadian Motor Speedway. That's all coming up on CANrace. On Saturday morning, a new sponsor and paint scheme were unveiled for Alex Tagliani. Lowe's Canada will sponsor the number 18 team. Here's what Alex had to say after the announcement.
It's difficult to describe. Obviously, a company needs no introduction in the world of racing. So I'm a big fan of their store. I've been, building homes and renovating myself. So finding a sponsor that fits with your personality and with your lifestyle, it's not easy. But this is just amazing to bring this company in front of fans in Canada and carrying the maple leaf on the car and a car that looks the part as well. Means a lot to me. So I'm very, very excited about this deal. Obviously, searching for sponsors and always, reaching out to companies that you want to associate yourself with. That's what I want to do. I have the chance to, be sponsored by various different companies, but I want to make, my own program. So I make calls to companies that I want to be, representing, and I made the call. I got introduced to the president by a friend, and we sat down over dinner. We talked. He organized a meeting, and then basically I convinced them that that's what I wanted to do, and it fitted with their DNA and their core values. So it was easy after that to convince them to continue to do the deal.
It's great for our series. It's great for Alex. It's great for my team. It's just a great addition. It just shows the level of expertise and professionalism in our series for a company like Lowe's to come on board with Alex and our team. So just want to welcome them to the series.
What does it mean to you as an owner to have such a major partner have an interest in your team?
Oh, it's great. Like I said, the professionalism of our team, I think, Lowe's sees that in our team and Alex and everything we do, and it just makes me feel very proud and honored.
Well, obviously we're very, very excited. It's been a lot of work, a lot of work for Alex going in, and we're just super excited with our new partnership for 2017.
What does it mean for you as an owner to have such a big partner sign on for your team? What does that say about your team?
Well, obviously, Lowe's is associated with 7 championships in the U.S. They've had a really long-standing partnership with Hendrick and with Jimmy Johnson, and we're just super excited to bring them on board and to see what we can do here in 2017.
Oh, we're extremely excited. It's going to be a really, really good partnership for us. Our people are excited. We just love the brand. Alex is someone that is really well known in the market, and looking forward to see his success through this year.
How did this come about?
Actually, it was an informal meeting where we started chatting about the opportunity to join each other and partner up, in this upcoming season. And it became so easy, so natural that we just decided to go for it. So.
Here's a look at the 2017 schedule for the NASCAR Pinty Series, where there are a few changes. At Wyant Group Speedway in Saskatoon, there are twin 100-lap events. So rather than just one race, it will be split into two and will run in pretty much a double header. Another change is Circuit Icar on July 8th. That race will move from a Sunday afternoon to a Saturday evening just before sundown. Meanwhile, there's a new track, Delaware Speedway, on June 3rd, the first race there since 2013, and that will be replacing Sunset Speedway on the schedule. So plenty of events across the country. Starts May 21st at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. I'm here now with Sherry Putnam, who it's her first year now as the series director of the NASCAR Pinty Series, first female series director here in Canada. How has it been adjusting to your new role?
It's good. It's very slow right now because I've only about been 5 weeks in the position right now. So we're coming into our season now that the Motorama's open and we've unveiled Alex's new sponsorship, and his partnership will start now getting into looking at the schedule, getting the races all ready to go.
What are you most looking forward to for being series director this year?
Most forward to working a little closer with the teams and the owner, having that opportunity to be able to socialize a bit more, reach out, find out their ideas and their what they want to see the series progress to as well.
So what's new for the Pinty Series for this season?
What's new? Well, we have our track in Saskatoon that's doing their twin 100s, which should add excitement there. Our iCar has changed their formats to be a smaller track to add excitement there. And we brought Delaware Speedway back, and it's the second race of the season, our first oval race of the year.
Thank you very much, Sherry Putnam, and good luck this year as series director.
Thank you, and we'll look forward to seeing you throughout the year.
I'm here with DJ Kennington, who made his Daytona 500 debut running in the number 96 in the Cup Series. What was that experience like?
Oh, it was a dream come true for me. I mean, I've been wanting to do it since I was about 4 years old, so to finally get it to happen was awesome. Lord Cohen Castro coming on board to help us with Gaunt Brothers Racing and TRD. It was a pretty cool experience. Not the way we wanted to finish the race, but it was one of those things we got collected. But very proud to have said we've done it, and there's only been a few that have done it, so very, very fortunate.
Can we see you back in that Cup car again at all soon?
Yeah, I think you're going to. We got to stay tuned. We're working on the program right now, but it looks like possibly for at least 3, if not more, this season. So we're working hard on it right now, and we'll have more news soon.
DJ Kennington, first Canadian since the late 80s to run the 500. Thanks for speaking with me.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. We're back as normal. The Castrol Edge Dodge is ready to rock and roll, and we're going to try to get that dang thing back in the winner's circle. That's the goal this year. We've been working hard all winter and had a little bit of time off there to go do Daytona, but I think that gave us a little bit more pep in our step here, and we're going to try to be as fast as we can be, and I think we're going to have a good hot rod to put on the racetrack this year and try to get that championship back.
This season we're coming back with Can-Am, Capoline Cycles gear to run full-time in Pinty Series. We're probably going to run like 3 to 4 races in NASCAR Xfinity, and I'm still going to run late models in Quebec and Northern USA, so I'm still going to have a pretty busy season.
Plans for this season is to drive for Joey McComb and Bud Morris and the CBRT #1 car, and try and log as many laps as possible and do the best we can.
Is it full time or a certain number of races?
We're going to do the full season, yes. So it should be a blast, yeah.
So what are your plans for the season?
But again, my plan this season, it's we are back with Mopar again with DJ Kennington Racing, and we have a brand new engine here waiting to go on, and we hope to win the championship, to do well actually.
I'm joined now by Adam Martin, who will be running for Rookie of the Year this season. You made your debut, ran 6 races last season with the best finish of 4th both at Sunset and St. Eustache. How was it like running in the Pinty Series for the first time?
It was really exciting. Really enjoyed racing with all the good drivers there, and really learned a lot last year.
What are your goals for this season?
Hopefully continue having good finishes on all the ovals, and try to improve finishes on all the road courses and just get more experience.
How challenging will it be to step up to full-time this season?
I'm looking forward to it. I think it should be a good improvement this year to step up to it.
Will you be running your own team or with another team? What's the deal for this season for your plans?
We'll be doing the same thing as we did last year with Kerry Mix and Mix Motorsports, and they're going to be running our program this year.
And sponsorship as well from Johnsonville. Now, good luck in your Rookie of the Year campaign, and thanks for speaking with me.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm here now with John Bigford from Jeff Gordon Inc., and we're here at the Canadian Motor Speedway booth. What is the latest update on the Speedway?
Well, we're making tremendous progress. I believe that we're actually going to move dirt this year. We are closing on the final pieces of property, which have been delayed for years. That's happening. As you can see, we've got a new partner, Ellis Dawn, which that company built the largest building in the world in Dubai. So now they're part of our construction project. We have IBI, and of course we've always had Acon, one of Canada's largest constructors. So we're increasing our partners in a world-class fashion, and I expect that we will be able to actually make some tremendous movement. You can see the tractor behind me. It's an indication that we are getting close.
For sure. Big piece of machinery here. We used to see in the car this year is the tractor. What's the latest projection for when we'll see the cars on track? I know the track's still not built yet.
Well, I think, weather conditions, certainly. There's a number of factors that prevent us from giving you an exact date, but I would think that somewhere in the 2019, 2020, we should have some type of motorsports event going on at the facility.
What has been Jeff Gordon's involvement over the past year at the track?
Well, Jeff got involved in this project well over 10 years ago. Jeff has always been a big supporter of Canadian fan base, big supporter of Canada, and have always said, if we're going to go somewhere, let's go north. And when I was approached by the group to talk about this, knowing that Jeff was a big supporter, Jeff immediately jumped on board and wanted to participate in the fan experience, the angles that they see, the close proximity to the track. He wanted to participate in the design of access to the suite so the drivers could do the corporate sponsor work in an efficient fashion. And then most importantly, he wanted side-by-side racing. And therefore, he wanted to participate in the banking, the transition of the banking to the flat in the back straightaways, front straightaways. And he also wanted to participate in how the transporters would be parked and what the access to the track and return from track to the garage area. So basically he's participated in every aspect except the restrooms, and I mentioned that to him and he said, okay, well, I want to be involved in the restrooms too. Every piece of the track.
There we go. Now, another thing new with Jeff is his autobiography. What can readers expect to see in the autobiography?
Well, there's some interesting stories in the autobiography, and quite honestly, as I was participating in this, I had to stop for a moment and ask his mother, is this really true? She said, well, Jeff and I didn't think we should share that with you. And this was back when he was 12 years old and he's actually skateboarding in a garage in San Francisco that he shouldn't have been in, and he shouldn't have been away from the house. And they felt that Dad would have been not real receptive to them doing that, and probably would have gone on some type of restriction of some kind. So I found out all sorts of things when I read the book, and I think anybody who secures the book and enjoys it will certainly find stories that have never ever been told on television or in racing, because it's really about how Jeff Gordon came to be. It's really not a chronological book of his success, but more importantly, how a person was made. What were the things that contributed to Jeff, and why is he so humble? Why is he all these different things? It's very entertaining.
They had as well a documentary about Jeff Gordon, Refused to Lose, talking with behind-the-scenes footage of Speed Weeks when he won the 1997 Daytona 500. Now, I was told you have some more information about Refused to Lose, about why we haven't seen this footage, for instance.
Well, so Ray Evernham had a premonition that they were going to do well. And in 1997, a close friend of ours was not employed as a producer, and Ray went to her and said, look, I want you to come over to the shop, watch us getting prepared, and then I want to film everything through the end of the race at Daytona 500. Not knowing what our success would or wouldn't be, right? We'd not won it yet. We'd lost it in 95. We'd been good, but never had a chance to win. And they won. Well, it's fresh on everybody's mind in 1998. They took all of this tape and they put it away in a locker. 20 years comes up, and it was time to share with the public everything that went on. And quite honestly, when you watch it, there was a number of things that Ray was doing to the cars that he shares in the video that if we would have let NASCAR know what was going on, they would have likely penalized us, and they certainly would have been paying a lot more attention to their teching. So we didn't want to give up any of those secrets because they were all recorded.
So there's a bit of a reason behind that, then, saving the tape. Now, speaking of Daytona as well, Jeff competed in the Rolex 24 at Daytona for only the second time, and his team won. What are your thoughts on his sports car performance?
Well, I was there, and you're absolutely right. That new Cadillac, that was quite the car. And you know, it was interesting. Jeff, for the first time, ran the car at night in the rain. You don't run NASCAR at night in the rain. You don't run sprint cars at night in the rain. So for him to take on a car in second place and at night, 11 o'clock at night, and he's driving it, pouring down rain. And I mean, I literally had my fingers crossed because I didn't know how it was going to go. When he got out of the car and handed it to the next driver, he had a minute, 35-second lead. And he was beaming from ear to ear because he was very proud of his accomplishments. The team couldn't have been happier. And obviously with the Taylor boys and Max, they put the rest of the race together, and on the final 5 minutes got the lead and standing there on the podium with a win.
Now he's part of an elite group, having won both Rolex 24 and the Daytona 500. John Bigford, thanks for joining me to speak about Jeff Gordon and the Canadian Motor Speedway.
Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you every year.
That will do it for CANrace coverage from Motorama. For the latest updates, follow at CANrace NASCAR on Twitter or visit facebook.com/CANraceTV. Thanks for watching. I'm Bryce Turner. Have a great day.